Dr. Shiva, Dr. Shivanti, and to all of you present here, um, a very good evening. You know, it almost seems like I've been given an opportunity to say thank you to the doctors and the staff, each and Reliance Hospital with today's invitation. Because someone very dear to me was diagnosed with cancer a few months ago, and it obviously took us all by surprise and shock. I think it takes cancer is so dreaded, and there's so much stigma associated with cancer that you always imagine the worst. And that doctor said, cancer is preventable, and I wish we all undertook tests from time to time to make sure that we are keeping cancer at bay. And if there is a cancer, then we're getting it treated early on. And I think all this is possible, but because there is so much fear and stigma associated with cancer, I know most people changes, or they a lot of times don't want to consider the possibility that it might be cancer. It's because fear is so huge and they don't get timely tests done. And that only, I think, aggravates the situation. So, without going into details, I just want to say that, firstly, Dr. Bujampai, I cannot begin to tell you how grateful I am to you for having stood by our family, and not just our family. I know that we've sent so many people to you over the years, and whether people across socio-economic strata, and you've served everyone with the same kind of care and concern. And thank you and God bless you for that. And like I said again, Dr. Mohan Menon is not here today, but he's someone else I'd like to thank. Dr. Himanshu, they've all been wonderful through this process of treatment that my dear one has been receiving here. But when through these past few months, a few things have come to light for me. Even for me, cancer was, something that doesn't happen to anyone I know. So I didn't want to know any more about it. If anyone said cancer, it was, I just shut myself to it. But because it happened to someone who's so dear to me, I've seen the process of ups and downs that cancer entails. Stigma. We don't want to, there's been so much medical advancement. Most of the cancers are preventable today. A lot of them are fully curable, and all that is great news. But we don't even want to, engage with that. It feels like, I guess, like TB was in the 30s or AIDS was in the 80s. It was something that you just don't want to think about, But I think that we, while early